Right, morning tubers, so I'm here on another job now. Back after my bad back, after that went, but here it is. Thing is, I can't find my clamp for me camera. So what we're doing here, we're going to be ripping out an old bathroom suite and we're going to be putting in a new shower tray, screen, mixer shower, sink, toilet, vanity basin type thing. Making the floor good. And sorting out any walls what needs sorting out, remedial works. It's going to be aqua panels put in place, which we've got. They're like a grey colour with a marble effect. Yeah, so I'll take you up to the job and I'll show you what we're doing. Right, so here we are. So I've already took the radiator off the wall. Oh yeah, I've got that off. I just took that sink off. But when they put the sink off, all this came apart, no problem. But they decided to glue it to the tiles, whoever did it on there. But it's not the end of the world. There's the radiator. So we've got this shower screen and bath to get rid of as well. What else have we got? Yeah, so these tiles are solid. So with the panels we've got and the adhesive you got, you can actually put them straight onto there, onto the tiles. Now you might have seen me do this before at Tom's flats, or I should say seen him do it before onto his tiles. So it's not an issue. All we have to do is make sure we fill out any issues we've got, like if any tiles do come off. Obviously when the bath comes out, there's going to be a void there, because it won't have been tiled down to the floor, that's for sure. We'll get that done. And then we'll check back in when I've got the place empty and you can have a look at where we're going to go from there. Right on, that was a wrestle. Yeah, as luck would have it, got isolator on there and isolators on the hot and cold. See if I can get the trio and see if the bath's got isolators behind it. Where have I put my gloves? All right. Right, there's isolators going up there. So, I have discovered I've got isolators there, which is always good. And then we've got an isolator in there, and there's probably another one on the other side. So, we'll get the shower screen removed. And then get the bath out. Oh, we need to set that radiator down as well. Oh, now I know where the sink waste goes. Goes that way. Okay, so we are going to have to do some work to the floor. But we'll have a look at that when it comes to it. Right, let's get rid of all this crap. I think I'll have a brew though. Good news. Those isolators do actually isolate the feed to the bath. Looking down here, it looks a bit manky, but I'm sure it'll work out. It looks like it's been done in 9mm plasterboard as well. But yeah, we'll work it out. We always do. Right, it's all out. All I've got to do is get this ply up. Amazingly enough, these tiles just flicked up with my claw hammer. So I've got the water isolated there, obviously the bath's out, they're running up there, I'll get them cut off and I'll get that dropped somehow. So yeah, so I just need to get this out now. I've got everything on order for tomorrow. And then I've got things like to prep this, so I'll have to get that plastered out. This is all going to get plied, obviously there's this shower tray going in. Got to get that bit of shitty mastic off, and I think that's the edge of the bath panel actually. Then I've got to get that waste below this floor. Now the joists run this way, so we can actually sort that out, get a section cut out. Yeah, that's where we're at. Just freaking crack my head on them so them bloody things can go. And then we could start to reassemble. Oh, I've got to get that off there. I've got one side out. But yeah, I'll get this ply up now, and then hopefully the floor won't be too bad underneath there. But these tiles are solid. And so that adhesive is designed just to go straight on there. Oh, got a call. AB joinery. Oh, Oh my God. Right, everything is out, but like everything, when you start to explore and uncover stuff, it's never quite what you think it's going to be. So let's just have a look at what we've found. So we'll start off with the floor. So the floor has been patched up with bits of board. There you go, look, all bits of floorboard. It's absolutely tosh. So that waste pipe there is above the joists, but we need it to run under here. So they're about 8-inch them joists. So I'm half a man just to cut that top out, because I'm not going to be able to bore through unless I can. I don't know, unless I can see what's in this brick there. So anyway, and then you get all this shit what's just dropped in from over. I decided to work here last. Holes in the floor. You can see where the floor's just rotten here and there. That's never a good sign, is it? And then in here where water's just been dripping through for how many centuries. But hopefully it'll dry out a bit. I'm going to get rid of all these pipes. And I've noticed these ones here to the sink come down here and in at the back of the wall. So there's going to be a vanity unit here with the shonky. So it's going to be replumbed with the pipe work coming up inside the shonky cupboard and the cistern and the vanity sinks vanity unit. Don't like them being buried in the wall, to be honest. Yeah, we've got isolators on them, but I'd rather them be accessible. Obviously a few things to make good. Need to make that good. Need to get that off there still. And I still need to remove that off there. But I'm not 8 foot. Yeah, that's where we're at. So we've got a fair bit of remedial work to go at before we even start rebuilding the bathroom. God, just taking the end wall off because that's where we're going to be running all new pipes. But I've never seen so many mattresses. I mean, Lord only knows what's that's there. And there's another one there, and there's another, that one at the back was where we fix the shower to. But all this, a bit overkill if it's just to connect to the shower rail, you know, the shower head too. But anyway, we're going to get this down up to the ceiling so we can start afresh. So this is where we're at for approximately half a day. So I've got that wall off now, got them tiles off. Client's just informed me he wants these trims off around the edge. But the new panels as well are going to go up to there anyway, and they'll have their own edge trimming on anyway. I don't particularly like them quadrants. Say this quietly, but I don't particularly like the ceiling either. Yeah, so radiator's coming tomorrow, but what we're getting that in, it's about panels. I've got to get the floor down, the ply fixed up. Yeah, I've got to get things fixed up really, cleaned up. Got to work out where the shower's going to go there. Got to sort out the pipe work, go from there to there. But yeah, that's that. I've got the panels and everything downstairs, but I need to get this sorted, don't I? And that. So I've got these cement boards here, which will be going down on the floor before it gets tiled. I just took a bit of the floor out of there because that's where the waste is going to go. So we're going to get that plumbed into there, worked out across there. That's going to have to get adjusted. These pipes are all going to get cut off and readjusted to wherever the units are going to go. Got flexi valves, flexi hose with isolators on them. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm not one of those people who films everything I do because who wants to watch me sawing something or cutting something? Just see what it's done when it's done. That's it. Right. Check back in a bit. Right, here we go then. So I've had to take up all that floor. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but obviously I can't bend that paper on there. I know it's white and there's white going out of there, but there'll be a black bend going on the other side and taking it 90 degrees. What I'm trying to do is just dry run everything. So I'm just sitting this in place. Obviously there's extra on there so I can cut it off accordingly. That's where the toilet base is going. It's not a base, is it? But you know what I mean. Toilet unit, and the sink unit's going to go there. So I've just marked on the wall where I want the pipes to come up. These are going to be gone, and I'm going to get rid of all this down here, all this, and we're going to reroute it through, along, and back up there where you can see those two copper pipes there. I've just drilled holes and just sat them in. We're going to reuse some of the stuff we've got. Yeah, so this all I'm doing is, let's say, dry running it, see what we've got. This floor slopes, so that unit doesn't sit, you'll see there's actually a gap at the top. It needs to be like that. So we need to get this packed and fixed and, yeah, work out what's going on with that. Right, with that being said, I think we'll have a brew. Right, where we're at. So I've got a new hot and cold feed running through there. I've cut the old ones off. Right around here. Oh, whoops. Using copper pipe, but using push-on fittings. There you can see there. So toilet, hot and cold. Come round here. I've just clipped that onto there for now, and I've just got that waste sat there for now. I'll get it clipped, but and I've got that there. That obviously needs adjusting. I've got 2 copper legs up here. One's going to go across there, and I'm just waiting for delivery of the backing plate for the shower thing to fix to. So we need that on there, that I can get all this done and fixed up. Ended up having to take all that floor up, obviously, to get that pipe in anyway. But I've got to cut that copper back there and run another length for the hot on this side. It don't really matter which side. That's, let's have a look, what have I done here? Right, so yeah, that far one is the cold one, that's it. So that'll be the cold feed. This will be the hot feed when it's connected up. Morning tubers, right, back on the bathroom job. I want to try and get this floor covered up today. Well, at least the pipe's clipped. And then, yeah, beard's coming on for Beardvember. I'm not doing Movember, Beardvember. Anyway, I'm not, I'm just faffing. Right, this is where we are. I've just got me metal plate, my back plate for the shower. So that gets mounted onto the wall there. So then the shower pipes can get connected to that. So we're going to get that fixed at the desired height. I'm going to get the waste pipe clipped to that joist there and get that sorted, and get the other pipes ran in place, and then eventually get them clipped on, connected back up. Once we've got them on, we'll do a pressure test of it, make sure nothing goes pissing out anywhere, and then we can look at closing the floor off. Right, let's crack on. So there we have it. I've got the water back on. So you see I've got isolators on the end of all these. They're all tested. I've got the mains switched on outside, etc. Pressure tested it. So I coupled it under here. This isn't fixed down. There's a towel there just in case it leaks. But anyway, here, so they're in the on position now. So copper to plastic. I know some people will have a whinge about it, but if you do it right, there's no reason why it won't work. That's why it's allowed to be used in the trade, because it's passed God knows how many tests. I've used push fits on the copper pipe, so you know that's better than nothing. And then under here, running up there, look, I've got an isolator there, and then that's where the shower thing's going to fit to, on the back plate under here, because I've not fixed it in place yet. So there's the waste what's going to be going for the shower. I've clipped the 2 pipes there. And then you've got the waste going up the wall there. I need to chip out a bit. I need to chip out a bit in there. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. But anyway, yeah. So that's that. So yeah, I've just, for shits and giggles, I've put that there. Obviously that's going to be going in the unit. The idea of dry run it is, I know that's not its final position, but the idea is if I dry run it, I know I've got all the bits I need, instead of coming to do the job and then thinking, oh shit, I'm a bench short, I'm an elbow short, whatever. So everything is there. So I know I've got the flexi hoses to replace those, and replace those isolators. Then the units can just go in place. I've got the cement boards, which are here. So these will be going down. So the floor is a bit higgledy-piggledy. And this OSB I've put in is slightly thicker. But the plan is this will go down. And then when the tiles go down, because it's having tiles as well, it'll level it all out. I've got to get this level anyway, because it's on the wonk. And when I sat the units in place, it wasn't playing game. Yeah, right, that's where I'm at the minute. I've also got to work out where the radiator valve needs adjusting to. It's a slightly different size, I think. But I think we can do that quite easily. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. That's me signing out for today. I think I'll leave all that there. Can't bother to move it. Yeah, so give us a like, subscribe, hype. Join in the chat if you see me on a live every Monday, 1900 hours. Say hello, and yeah, we'll chat. See you guys. Thanks for coming.